Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're just in time for the start of women's club soccer action, Gannon versus RMU. Right now, we are waiting for the one and only Mr. John Tucci to start singing the national anthem. I'll be your play-by-play today, Alex Gagnon. Alongside me, Lance Axton, making, I believe, his commentary debut for the year.
Yeah, good morning. How's everyone doing?
So, we'll let Mr. John Tucci serenade us with the anthem, and then we will be right back on the mics once he concludes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Star-Spangled Banner from RMU's own Mr. John Tucci. We're just about ready to get underway here for the Gannon Golden Knights and the RMU Colonials. The Gannon Knights a bit short-handed today, Lance. They're actually going to be borrowing a couple of players from the RMU squad to hit the full 11.
Well, I mean, that's very interesting, but it's also very nice of RMU to do that. But, yeah, this is some stuff that you don't necessarily see all the time. Usually, I guess you could say, like, this is some stuff that would happen, like, high school or middle school.
Yeah, really. And hey, sometimes it happens with the club sports. Obviously, every university has a different level of involvement with their club sports programs. But good to see that we're going to get a game out here nonetheless. The players are going to be a lot warmer than the crew out here today producing this one. We are up in the shade, up in the wind. So we're going to be a little chilly up here, but the sun actually is quite nice down there. So beautiful weather for 80 minutes of club soccer action. Both teams making their final preparations here before we get going.
Yeah, it's definitely a cold one out today. You can even see the rest are ready for the cold.
Yeah, they bundled up. They were smarter than we were.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't that. I kind of just woke up and thrown some stuff and came here. I don't think that was a smart idea. I should look the weather.
Yeah, really, but you know, them's the breaks sometimes, and just about getting ready to go. We're up here at Joe Walton Stadium today, a different location from the last time we broadcast club soccer when they were out on the practice soccer field. But due to some field conditions over there, they relocated up here, which works for us. It helps us do a live show up here because there is no power outlets out there by the practice field. So
that was good for us, so we can bring a live broadcast to everyone here on a very brisk Sunday morning.
Very very brisk is the name of the game, I suppose. But
Yes.
those running around on the field will probably warm up quite quickly here. So we're gonna see. I imagine they're gonna take the field in a moment here, as it is past the 11 o'clock hour. Let's see. Both line judges are in position at this point. Head referee making his way out to the pitch. And there's the whistle asking both teams to join them out there. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, it is very windy
I was
out.
about to say, they call this the breezeway for a reason, my man. I mean,
Yeah, it is. But a very nice, I guess you could say, outset here. It's starting to look like fall more and more. And both of the teams are going to take the field. I am not too sure. I haven't broadcasted any of these club soccer games yet, but this should be a good matchup. I mean, playing field very even, as RMU sends 2 people to Gannon on, I'm guessing, defense. Looks like that. But yeah, it looks like we're ready to kick off any second now.
we've just received some insider information here from one of the members of our club bowling team, actually, that senior captain Sarah Baca will be coming in as the goalkeeper for the second half in the Colonials. But for the first half, it will be their normal starting goaltender, Maddie Burns. And here we go. Colonials drop it back, and we have got this one underway. So, the Colonials are losing the ball here again. Again, trying to take it across midfield here, looking to try and start some offensive pressure early. Long stretch pass might find its way home, but Maddie Burns out to clear it away. Already some offensive pressure.
Yeah, I mean, Gannon's really just starting to. Oh, but Army's gonna take it back. But Gannon's try to bring the early pressure, and they forced Maddie out of her box. So I think it's a good start for Gannon. But Army's coming right back and trying to put some pressure on Gannon.
Yeah, we'll see how well. The one thing that the Colonials will definitely have is the longer this game goes on, they're definitely going to be better rested, having more subs to work with, as Gannon is playing with the minimum amount of players they can, as the 11 that they've got.
Yeah, the bench is clear on Gannon's side.
The Colonials now with it, trying to make something happen. That is number 11. My spreadsheet's all flying around on me here. Emily Bailey for the Colonials. Trying to make something happen there, but it will be a throw-in for the Gannon Golden Knights here. Not too much time gone in this one yet. Both teams still very much in the feeling out process, I'd say here, Lance.
Oh yeah, the early minutes of soccer really don't pose any big aggression typically. I always tend to see them other teams feel out what the game plan of the other teams and it looks like both these teams are playing moderately aggressive, but there's a shot.
That one just rolling in on the Gannon goalkeeper there. Not much of a high danger opportunity, I'd say, but you got to stay awake early in case something does sneak by you. We've seen in games before, you fall asleep at the switch and all of a sudden you're finding yourself trailing. Nice little run there from number 10 for the Colonials. That was Sarah Baca, the senior captain. Now trying to cut inside, trying to find that cross into the middle. It is Emily Bailey once again for the Colonials on it. Dropping it back, that is number 4, Maya Pazovic. Looking maybe to try and get it all the way up there to Danielle Wood in the right wing corner, but that one is going to roll out the back of the baseline there, and I think that's going to be a goal kick for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, that was that was a very they just kept on the right side there. I think they could have probably made it back center, but that was a pretty good defense there by Gannon, pretty much locking it down on the right side of the field, and poor referee had to go over there and grab the ball. But here's our goal kick. I can't see the jersey number.
Yeah, I can't say either. But they're going to boot it away, and that is going to find its way down. Just got past Megan McClemens, the other senior co-captain here for this Colonial squad. And now Gannon's on the attack here, trying to get the counters going, but they don't have numbers in their favor, but they're going to start pushing it up. They got around the corner. Pozviak in chase, trying to cross it in, and that one gets cleared away, I believe, by Sarah Baca. Baca again on the defensive play, picks up possession, and now charging down the right wing. Looking maybe to stretch it up there to Bailey Allison. Allison was looking for Wood, couldn't get it to her. Here comes Emily Bailey once again. Bailey finds someone down across the center there. That would have been number 6, Grace Genoway. Or sorry, Bella Benuto. Colonials back line with it now. Pozviak tries shipping it up to Bailey. Not quite there, but the Colonials are still going to hold on to it with possession now as Sarah Bacchus tries to make something happen. And Gannon's just going to boot that one out of play.
Yeah, but they got the throw-in off of that.
Ricocheted off of the old knee pad and out, as I'm sure the refs probably called that one. Gannon with the throw-in, but it finds itself right back onto the foot of a Colonials offensive player. And now here comes a charge from the Colonials trying to get some counter-attack going. Here goes Megan McClemens trying to make something happen. A little bit of a spin, feeds it off to Baca. Baca still looking for it now in the Colonials, trying to find some open space. That was Bailey Allison, number 3 for the Colonials. But Gannon going to pick up possession, clear it away. RMU's done pretty good with the possession game so far in the opening couple of minutes, but nothing really to show for it just yet, as Gannon with a really good job to boot that one all the way down, but it's going to be the Colonials throwing. Throws it in. Off the head of a Gannon defender. Another header. Now Gannon trying to get something going. And that one rolling out of play. Colonials slowly working their way down the field via throw-in here.
It's a process. They'll get it down there eventually.
Bailey Allison looking for Emily Bailey. That one once again out of play. Another Colonials throw-in. Working their way down the field here using that left sideline. Now in a bit of dangerous territory. If they could cross it into the center, they might be able to get a pretty decent opportunity out of it. Throws it in. Finds Bailey Allison. Looking to make something happen right along the baseline. Drops it back. Still looking to make something happen along that sideline. Gannon boxing out the defender, but the Colonials back on it. Drops it back for Emily Bailey, who launches in across, and so close there. That was number 2, Danielle Wood for the Colonials, nearly getting on the end of it. Maybe about 3 inches away from making it a 1-0 game.
Yeah, she was posted up there and just, I'm guessing, I'm not sure how far her foot was away from that ball, but that would seem very close. I would say that's just unlucky. Sometimes the timing was just off.
Pozviak to boot it away. Flying down, reaches midfield almost before it's cleared away from a Gannon defender.
Oh!
McClemens coming in hard, winning that one. No call there from the referee. They're going to let him play. Megan McClemens looking like she should be part of the women's club ice hockey team for a moment there, throwing a check.
Yeah, that seemed almost a bit dangerous, but that ball is kicked out of bounds, and that'll be another RMU throw-in.
Yeah, I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder. I mean, it was relatively clean contact. It was just there was a clear victor in that exchange.
Oh, yeah.
As the Colonials, once again, working on the unintentional strategy of making their way down the sideline via throw-in here.
Always works.
McClemens over to Baca. Gives it back to McClemens. It's going to trickle away to the defense, who boots it way up into some open space. We'll see if Benuccio can get up there.
She is springing down there, but it's going to fall out of bounds.
And it'll be a Gannon throwing from there. Like the idea of trying to get the ball to the open space and seeing if one of your players can track it down. Just a little too far ahead there of the freshman to make something happen. The Colonials defensive line here holding on to it. It's going to be Pozviak, who couldn't quite get it away. Tripped up the defender a little bit, and that is going to not be a card, but it will be a free kick opportunity for Gannon. Honestly, I would say a very timely one, because Pozviak nearly got beat there, and that could have been a very dangerous opportunity.
Yeah, I think if she didn't end up accidentally tripping Gannon right there, That's a really good opportunity for maybe a one-on-one there for Gannon. Could let it an early lead, but this is very deep, very dangerous.
Burns had the block it with it. A good save there. Another save from Burns. Third opportunity blocked away from the defense. They're still going, and finally Gannon finds the back of the net. First goal of the game after a scramble drill in front of the net. And that will be a 1-0 lead for the Gannon Golden Knights. Kind of just a bing-bang opportunity there. They had one opportunity, Burns blocked off the knees. Another one that she was able to deflect away. The third one was blocked by the defense. No one was able to clear it, though. And now it is a 1-0 game.
Yeah, very well done there by Gannon to get the ball in deep, but and RMU just couldn't handle all that scramble out there in front. That was really well done by Gannon to keep the pressure on. Ball scrambled here around midfield. Gannon's trying to work back up. They might want to get some insurance, but RMU's going to clear that down way deep inside the 30.
Way deep indeed, and they have a couple of Colonials forwards chasing after it. It's Allison and Wood, neither able to get to the end of it. Baca's going to pick up this one, though, send it ahead to Danielle Wood, who's trying to make something happen here on this near sideline, and will instead get that ball chipped out from one of the Gannon defenders. Wood throws it back in for Baca. Baca tries dropping it back off. Intercepted, though, and here come the Golden Knights the other way, but Emily Bailey right in to take it away. That one out of play, another Colonials throwing. Colonials have had a lot of throw-ins here in the opening 10 minutes or so, Lance.
Yeah, I mean, throw-ins are great. I mean, you can either go forward or set up a play backwards. So the thing that RMU is getting all these throw-ins is pretty much putting the pressure on Gannon a lot. But then again, Gannon just found one of the few opportunities to just get into RMU defense, and they scored. So it's 1-0 here very early on. We're only about 12 minutes in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they took advantage of the opportunity. They had McClemens with a long shot there, easily handled from the goalkeeper. I might dare say overly ambitious on that attempt, but, you know, it's always good to test the goalie, see if they're paying attention. So
looks like we got some RMU subs here lining up at the bottom of the field.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like there's going to be quite a few players jumping in here. It looks like they got 4 subs ready to jump into this one, as the Gannon Golden Knights clear it off the back line here, back toward midfield, where the Colonials midline will then punt it back in. A lot of high balls here going back and forth.
Just header. Ball's bouncing all over the place. Someone needs to settle this down.
Let's see if the Colonials can get on to the end of this one here, as Gannon's going to take it around midfield, and Emily Bailey just able to chip it out of bounds, force Gannon throwing. And here come the subs for the Colonials. Several people coming on here. Rio Strasnider, I see, is one of them. Grace Genoway, another one that's popping in here. One of them don't have a jersey number, which is a bit unfortunate. Can't quite tell who that is. And I'm not sure who the fourth one was, to be honest with you. I think it was number 16.
Yeah, she's right up there by the...
16 is Cassidy Mislin, who I don't actually know if that's a name that we saw the last time we did women's club soccer. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, she looks like she's going to be in the striker position, so...
Maybe looking for that offensive boost now that they are trailing here pretty early.
Yeah, well, there's still tons of time to play with. There's no need for urgency here, but RMU's going to try and get this ball upfield. That's a very nice clear out of their defensive zone. That could be something, but Gannon's going to punt that right back in.
Yeah, for sure. And to your point about not really a huge sense of urgency just yet, the collegiate club level here is Burns is going to pick this one up from the other side. They don't have a limit on the amount of substitutions you can make, so the Colonials can keep rolling lines if they want and keep everyone pretty well rested, which is the longer this game goes on, the more that's going to wear down the Gannon defense, given that they don't have any subs today.
Yeah, that's a good thing for RMU, but also kind of like a double-edged sword in one way that you kind of have to change up what's going on, and there's a whistle.
Yeah, I think they were saying that one is going to be a free kick back near midfield for the Colonials here. But no, very much to your point, yeah, it's easier to build chemistry when you know who's in the lineup at that moment in time. And if it keeps changing, it can be tough. You have to keep changing tactics. But that's also something that you work on in practice to try and be like, all right, no matter who we have in the lineup, we'll make something happen. There's a long ball there is going to trickle all the way out from the baseline. Baca booted it from about the 45, clean out the back of the field. I tell you what, it has not gotten any warmer since we
No,
started
it
this
hasn't.
game, Lance.
It's we're in the little awning too, so it's windy. Wind's coming in right from the
from the breezeway behind
from
us.
the breezeway
here.
behind us, and whew, it is not comfy.
Yeah,
My feet are getting cold, and that's not good.
Yeah, I can't say I've gotten that far yet, but I can definitely feel it in my hands holding up the sheet here for the rosters. As Gannon's going to take it down the near side wing. Bailey cuts it off at the pass, and we'll just tap it out of bounds. Gannon looking to regroup and try something here. As this game goes along, I have to imagine it favors the Colonials as far as depth is concerned, so I'm sure Gannon's going to be looking. They might have a bit more of that sense of urgency that you had mentioned earlier there, Lance, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, the longer this game goes on, like you said, Alex, the more tired Gannon's going to get. They're going to get the halftime, but it definitely doesn't fix all the that doesn't remedy all the pain that they're going to feel here in the second half. But certainly this running clock should make it a bit easier.
Yeah, as
I love whenever there's actual no stoppage in the clock. It makes people's lives so much easier. I don't have to press for the timer to stop in hockey games.
Yeah, for sure. Bailey tries getting it back to Pozviak, who just blocked the Gannon defender blocked it away, and Pozviak will once again try throwing it in. See if they look for Bailey again. No, they're going a lot longer over the head of Baca back toward the Gannon defensive unit. They're looking for the person down the middle, but it's going to get cleared out by Gleason. Colonials now on the far left wing, trying to keep it in, will do so, and will be looking to set up an attack. Long pass there, looking to try and get it down the left wing, but the Golden Knights are just going to tap that one out of play. But RMU potentially able to set something up here, looking for a long throw-in. Finds Ganaway. Long cross, up and in. It's in! That's a goal for the Colonials. I thought that was going to be a cross. Instead, the long ball there finds its way home. Now, what number was that?
I couldn't tell you. Their back was turned towards us, so yeah. I couldn't tell you. Do you think it was possibly number 5?
I'm trying to. I think it's. I mean, was it number 6, Bella Benuto?
I'm not sure. I thought it was. It was definitely one of those frontliners, but that was a very long shot. I didn't think that was gonna find its way.
I genuinely thought it was going to be a cross, but instead Benuto finds the back of the net on the long shot. We got a tie game.
Little scuffle down there in the corner. Army's going to get the clear out. Gannon now resetting. They're going to send it in and right to the goaltender. And we're going to go back again for another RMU goal kick, maybe?
Yep.
He's going to punt it out.
Launches it down the field here. Gannon's taking it all the way back here. We'll see if Misling can get to the end of it. Not quite, but Baca and Emily Bailey will meet to pick it up. Bailey gets it kicked away. Here come Gannon now. That's, I believe, maybe one of the Colonials transfers again.
They've got numbers.
Yeah. Gannon with all of a sudden a very strong attack, but very slow shot on goals, easily picked up from Burns, who's seen a bit of action here in the past couple minutes. Having to start staying a bit more involved in the game outside of that one huge flurry of shots that led to the Golden Knights goal here early in the first half. Colonials now. Finds an open Baca across the middle of the field. Oh, Megder gets by another one.
Maneuvers.
The captain trying to take it all the way up. Couldn't get past the third defender, though. Nice little individual effort to try and move that one along. Here come the Golden Knights. Charging down the left side wing. It's Gleason on the fence. Gleason hanging tight. Blocks away the crossing attempt, but that will be a corner for Gannon. I believe the first corner kick we've seen here today.
Yep. Gannon number 9, they're really good at threading the needle there on the left side. Was able to pretty much work her way in. Couldn't find the way to get to the center ball, but now they're gonna have this corner very worrisome.
Yeah, this is a really good opportunity here for Gannon to potentially take the lead in this one, depending on how this corner goes. The ball is in. Finds a head and just up and over the net. I think that may have been number 18 for the Golden Knights, who got a piece of it. Couldn't redirect it back down toward the net. Instead, I think got it through the uprights. So wrong form of football, my friend.
Yeah, I thought 3 points.
All right, score now 1.3 to 1. But Matty Burns ready to launch this one away. Burns gets that one intercepted, but Emily Bailey's going to be able to pick it up for the Colonials. Trying to find a way to move it along. Instead, we'll drop it back to Posviak. Launches it up, tried getting it to Mislin, but not overly close. Just about at the halfway point of the first half here, Lance.
Wow. Man, it does not feel like that. It's been 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. But we're having a good time out here. The crew's having a bit of a dance party alongside. So everyone's having a good time, both to stay warm and also just because, you know, who doesn't love some women's club soccer here on a nice Sunday morning down at Joe Walton Stadium. Gannon trying to clear it in, and that is going to be easily handled from the defense. And now it's Sarah Baca on the attack once again. Looking to make something happen. Long stretch pass. We'll see if that can find its way to Mislin. Defense back to Clay.
Ones, but what a clear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Bit of contact there as that one's moved along from Bailey. Bit of a scrum for it there to break out the old rugby terms from when we did women's rugby a week ago. But let's see. The Golden Knights trying to cut around Posviak. Looks like they are for a moment, but not able to make much happen with it. Pass in, nearly finds Trelly. The give and go, and all of a sudden there's a lot of open space for number 9 here on Gannon. Coming in on goal with the shot saved by Matty Burns.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Just a nice little back and forth, but Burns is going to be able to pick that one up with ease. RMU now headed past midfield, kicked back in by Gannon.
Let's see what the Colonials can do with it here. Drops it back. That is Gleason. Launches it up. Trying to get it. I think that's Grace Genoway. Here comes the goal scorer, Benuto. Drops it off the left wing. Coming in with pace. Here come the Colonials trying to make something happen. Couldn't quite get around the corner, but holding on to it now. Drops it back. Could they be looking for another long shot? They went for the cross. Blocked away. They're going for it again. Drops it off. Driving in deep to the corner. Trying to make something happen. Kicks it back out. Oh, and a missed shot opportunity there right in front of the net. They can't believe it. Another shot opportunity headed away from the defense. And that one is going to get cleared out to the sideline. A couple of really good opportunities there for the Colonials. Not able to capitalize, though.
Yeah, RMU was getting kind of shut down by Gannon on that left side in the corner there, but they got it out, but just couldn't capitalize on that shot opportunity. But RMU's going to make a line change here and hopefully get some fresh feet.
Sorry, my correction. That is number 5 is Miranda Schock. And that was the one who had the opportunity in front of the net there, but Schock not able to put it away, got kind of caught up in her feet. But that could have potentially given it a 2-1 Colonials lead here, as Gannon's trying to get it back on the counterattack here. They got some decent numbers going back. It's about, say, like 3 on 5.
And they're gonna
Yeah, they're going to blow that one down every time. I'm not sure if Gleason meant to do that one, but got the feet tangled up a little bit there. Down goes the Gannon forward, and there will be a throw-in or it'll be a free kick for the Gannon Golden Knights. Tell you what, man, it is windy. I know we keep talking about it, but that's just because it is very prevalent up here today, and hopefully it's not coming through too much on the audio, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. So if that is the case, I am sorry, folks.
Oh, nice kick.
Nice free kick there, just missing wide. What an opportunity there.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the wind had to play in that.
And that person who took that free kick, I actually believe, is an RMU player who's playing with Gannon this afternoon to get the numbers even. I think that would have been, actually I don't know because the number on the sheet would have been Matty Burns, but that's actually who's in the Colonials net, so not entirely sure who that is. But regardless, a really good free kick opportunity there that just missed wide. That would have been a Sports Center top 10 for sure if that one had found its way in.
I don't know if it made it a Sports Center. Probably. I personally think there's a couple if that shot from hockey a couple weeks ago, I forget who it was.
Oh, Adamski, yeah.
Oh, that was a beautiful play.
Dancing through the entire team shorthanded to get the go-ahead goal. That was also his 100th point in ACHA action. That was quite a moment for sure. But Gannon clearing it down, Gleason trying to keep it in. It's Bailey Allison here for the Colonials on defense, trying to really hounding for the ball, not able to get it. Now McClemens in chase. Gannon stretches it way up there, forcing the defense to really boogie on back. 2-on-1 for the Colonials. They're able to recover the ball, and they're just going to be able to redirect that one out of play, but it's going to be a corner.
I think, I just barely found the end line there.
Yeah, they couldn't quite get it turned enough to get it to the sideline, so it'll be another opportunity here for Gannon on the corner kick. And they had a pretty decent opportunity on their first one, just a little too high.
Yeah, I actually felt in very well, but I think that didn't go up through the uprights there. But so now this corner, another dangerous opportunity here for RMU to get taken down. This is up and
that one behind the net. That one.
No 3 points. No 3 points.
Yeah, I'll say I hate to put it this way, but that one didn't have a chance. I don't think that one was ever in play. As that one ends up behind the goalpost, behind the net.
There's 2 balls on the field right now.
That is one more than there should be. As one of them is now rolling off the field, and we've got that one sorted. Although, if you started playing with 2, that would certainly add a lot of chaos to it. We would have to start really. I think I'd have to cover one. You'd have to cover the other.
Oh man, that'd be very difficult.
Oh, the wind really picking up here now.
Oh yeah.
Yikes! 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 So Mislin with it now. Dishes it off. And here comes Gannon on the attack. They keep looking for that left wing. They're finding some success over there. Not a lot has come of it just yet at the moment, but they're still pushing for it. The cross is going to go just wide and out of play once again. This one, though, will be a goal kick for the Colonials. This wind has really gotten a lot.
It's going very fast.
It has certainly picked up in the past couple of minutes here. Looking at the audio levels on Streamlabs here, it doesn't seem like it's too bad as far as how loud it's being across the stream, but I do hope that is actually the case, because otherwise this would be a tough listen for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't like if there was a bunch of wind in my mic either, but RMU trying to get this ball at the defensive end. They've been playing defense here for about a solid 5 minutes. I think they could use some offense here.
Yeah, sorry. I think we might be in danger of starting to lose some of our equipment here, Lance. We're getting that hurricane force wind coming in. As the Gannon Golden Knights once again trying to make something happen. It's been a pretty even first half here, as McClemens will boot that one up for the Colonials, not to anyone in particular. And now it's a battle between Gleason and number 9. Number 9 is taken down for our Gannon, but holds on to the ball. Looking to make something happen, puts in a slow roller that'll miss the net. Ref blows it dead. I wonder what's going to be here. Might be a free kick.
Yeah, I wasn't really watching it. I had to put the
had to chase down the equipment.
Yeah, but I think this might be a Gannon free kick.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be. And this is from a pretty opportune angle. It's a little far out, but you could really potentially get a deceptive header in here if you land this free kick in right. Be number 14 for the Golden Knights trying to make something happen. Floats that one up. Gannon gets onto the end of it, but not able to control it very well, as the Colonials will start the counterattack. That is Danielle Wood on the far side trying to pick it up and make something happen. Feeds it up to the streaking player for RMU. Counterattack in full effect here, as Gannon kind of cuts that one off at the pass, but it will be a Colonials throw-in once they can retrieve the ball from behind the bench. Looking to throw it in here. Just over 10 minutes to go here in the first half. RMU still pushing. There hasn't been a ton of stoppage time either, so once we hit the 40-minute timer, I'd imagine that it'll be pretty much close to the actual half. The referee would know a bit better than us, but there hasn't been a ton of non-soccer time happening during the timer, so.
Which is good for us because it is cold.
Yeah, I'm sure they're a bit warmer on the field in the sun, that's for sure. At least I'm hoping so.
Oh, yeah.
As that one's streaking in, the Colonials might have a chance. They get onto the end of it. There's the shot, and there's the goal for RMU. I believe that is Miranda Schock for the Colonials, putting it home, getting onto the end of that one with a bit of hustle, getting by the defender, tucking it in to the near side corner.
Yeah, very well played there. Just nice little lob right into the defense there. Just a nice play in general. So, yeah, Army's got the 2-1 lead now, and that's going to be pretty critical going here in the last 10 minutes here of the half.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. As they're going to change balls here. I think they find that one might be a little low on air pressure. So new ball. This one bright and orange. Pretty easy for us to see from up here. As yeah, we're just at basically the 10-minute mark here of the first half. As the Colonials now take the lead here, turning around a 1-0 deficit to 2-1 before the half is no easy feat for sure.
Oh no, this is going to be really critical as, again, RMU's got those numbers and Gannon just doesn't. So I think I don't know if it could be the wear and tear on the Gannon players, but it very well could be.
That's certainly a possibility. I mean, whenever you don't have subs, you can get exhausted quickly if you're not careful, especially because the Colonials have had some opportunities to stretch the ball down the field, like we saw there with the hustle play from Miranda Shock. Colonials looking to make something happen, but instead it's going to be Gannon streaking down the wing, and taken down hard there. That did not look very good. Let's see, she's getting up now. I think just needed a second to recover. She tripped over the foot of number 8, Emma Cantwell, for the Colonials. Cantwell was trying to take the ball, instead mostly just got Person. She's upright at the moment, just I think tried to take a second to catch her breath again. But yeah, that was a bit of a rough fall for sure.
Yeah, there was a bit of an altercation there, but honestly, that was kind of just got tripped up in between two people, and whenever you're with people, does it get any okay. She still seems to be down there.
This, I must say, Lance, this will be the first real extended bit of stoppage time, I would imagine. So they'll tack this back on to the end of the half here whenever. So probably an extra minute of stoppage time there. But she is back up and moving, which is a good sign. Glad to see that she is all right. And looking to potentially get this one back in for the free kick. I can't tell. I don't know if you saw, Lance. Did they card Cantwell for that or no?
I couldn't see. I don't think she got carded, but
one of our camera folks are saying that they did not get carded, so that is the information we're going to run with. So no card there for Cantwell, just a bit of a rough circumstance. That one floating way back, and they're going to get on to the end of it. Don't know how the Colonials didn't think that one was going to stay in. But instead, crisis averted as the Colonials take it back out here. That actually got a weird bounce. It kind of just sat there when it hit the ground. All the Colonials thought it was going to go out of play, and instead nearly led to a super dangerous chance for the Golden Knights.
Again, it's that wind. I'm telling you, it's blowing right into the faces of Gannon. So the ball will just drop, kind of short of where it's intended to go. So maybe that was the play, but
it certainly could have been. It's Shock now trying to get around the defender once again. But you make a really good point, Lance. I hadn't considered the fact that the wind's blowing that way exactly. It may have halted its momentum. A really good opportunity here for Gannon potentially forming. They've got really good numbers on the offensive attack here if they can keep this one in. Just barely able to keep it in, but instead it's going to be Bailey Allison kicking it up. Has an opportunity for Mislin if she can get to the end of it, but the defender's going to get back in time there. Looking to make a play unless Mislin can block it. Unable to do so, and here comes Gannon once again deep from their own territory. Boots it up all the way to the midfield, finds one of their strikers. Now a battle for it commences between Gleason and now it's a breakaway opportunity for the Golden Knights. Can the Colonials get back in time to defend? Shot goes wide. That's going to be one that they're going to think about if this game ends as a one-goal game, that's for sure. Really good effort, though, from number 23 on the RMU side. That would have been Riley Milanovic, able to put on some defensive pressure and prevent the Gannon forward from getting as clean of a shot off as they would have liked.
Yeah, it's super important to at least have some sort of defensive coverage. Whenever there's a one-on-one there, you really want to at least just cover one side, so that it makes life a bit easier for your goaltender in order to just cover the other side of the posts. But,
yeah, and Milanovic subbed off after that hustle play there, switching over to make it happen. And that one up and over the net, that was a really good opportunity there. Nearly tied the game again.
Another field goal there.
Another field goal, that's the second one.
Yeah.
Are they up to 1.6 now? At this point, if you round up, it's a tie game.
Yeah.
But instead it'll be Burns ready to kick it away here for the Colonials in the closing minutes of the first half, plus what we would imagine a minute or two of stoppage time. Emily Bailey nearly took that one away, but instead there was enough Gannon defense to hold on to it. Tries kicking it up. Instead it's going to be Bailey Allison to Emily Bailey. A lot of first names there.
Oh, yeah.
Just a strange observation, but neither here nor there. As the Colonials throw it in, looking to stretch it deep. Instead they'll find McClemens across the middle. McClemens box now holding on to it, just slowly moving it up off of the Gannon defender. Allison to throw it in. Chips it off to Emily Bailey. Over to McClemens. Back to Allison. They're fighting for it, trying to make something happen. They'll pitch it over to McClemens, looking to make something happen at the end. Just not able to hold on to it there. I see the sun creeping up the bleachers here at the start of the game. It wasn't touching any of them. Now it's about halfway up the row here by the middle of the next half. I think it might be able to reach us up here in the booth.
Thank goodness.
It will at least reach the camera, folks, I'd imagine.
Oh, not us? Oh, yeah, we are under the...
We're a little farther back.
uh
But Sarah Bach on the fence, able to clear that one away, preventing a pretty dangerous opportunity as Gannon was coming in with some speed. Deep throw in here. Throws it in. Looking to make something happen here for the Golden Knights. Chips it across. Nice crossing pass there to center it. Looking now to the near side wing. Crosses it back over. Nearly, it does find the Gannon defender. Nearly taken away again, but she's working her way through the defense. A great shot off the bar. Right off the cross. That was a great individual effort there from number 9 for Gannon. Makes one defender miss, makes a second defender miss, launches a rocket of a shot, catches the medal.
Yeah, that's just super unfortunate there. As sometimes I would say, unlucky. Go next. But that was a very nice shot. Aren't you kind of getting lucky with just how close that shot was? But again, the score stays 2-1 in favor of RMU with only about less than 4 minutes left here in the first half.
Yeah, I would say the Colonials do have the lead, but Gagnon, I'd argue, has had some of the better chances here between that missed breakaway opportunity and the crossbar shot, as that one's going to get crossed into a dangerous area, but no one on the end of it. Gannon holding on to it, tries poking it away, defense clears, still fighting for it in, I'm going to call it the end zone, but really it's like the 5-yard box there for the Colonials. On the counterattack now, they've got decent numbers on the attack. Stretches it up. They find, who is that? Danielle Wood for the Colonials. Full pace now, taking it down the far side wing. Looking to cross it back. Oh, and the little back and forth there to get by the defender. Drops it off for Benuto. One of the goal scorers for RMU to McClemens. Back to Benuto. Back to McClemens now. Centering it across. Dishes it over to Bailey Allison. Over to Emily Bailey. Bailey now trying to take it down the right side wing and will do so. Has some open room to work. Will she shoot or will she cross it? Tries to make the defender miss. Can't do so. Holding on to it, though, in the corner. Still working with it. Crosses it now. Goalie can't get to it. Can someone get on the end of it? That's again the defender who's going to clear it away. Nice cross there from Emily Bailey. Colonials just not able to get a piece of it as the goaltender tipped it away toward one of their defenders.
That was a really nice opportunity there for RMU. Just couldn't really find the conversion. Now, she had to go up in the stands for that ball. Yeah, but the thing is, they had a nice opportunity, but there's so many Gannon defenders kind of locked up in that center right in front of the net that they couldn't find a way to convert. So now Gannon's going to try and clear, but RMU's got this pressure. Ooh.
McClemens not able to get to the end of that one. Gannon's finally going to break the offensive pressure. Trying to take it up the other way. Last person back was Sarah Bacher for the Colonials, able to clear it out. Dangerous opportunity here if they can win the foot race. They're able to do so. Tries to get the shot stopped by Burns. Had to come way out of the net to play that one. But I think that was the right call because if she stayed in, that could have been a really dangerous shot opportunity.
Yeah, Gannon's been getting in the second half of the first half. They've been getting some pressure there, and lots of shots have been going towards Burns there in the net. But she's been pretty good at gobbling up.
Yeah, Burns has been pretty solid today. The only goal allowed was one where it was the fourth opportunity because the defense couldn't clear it out. So definitely no fault of hers, I would say, after making the initial several stops. But Emily Bailey trying to make something happen, makes one miss, trying to take it down the right side wing. Working on the defender there. Cuts it back to the middle. Bailey dishes to McClemens. McClemens will drop it back. will find the stretch pass there. Couldn't quite get it to Danielle Wood. Back into the defensive zone again. Gannon not able to handle it. Let's see if Benuto can get to the end of it. Cannot quite do so, as Gannon still trying to find a way to generate some free space here. Colonials holding on to it, trying to work the left side wing. Dishes up a nice little give and go there, and now Danielle Woods off with some open space. Looking to potentially cross it in. Drops it back to Benuto. This is roughly where she scored from earlier today. Going for another long attempt. And finds the back of the net again! Bella Benuto, her second one from the far left side. Boy, oh boy, that was impressive.
Yeah, just a nice shot from both. Like, they're from the same spot. Just nice little snipes all the way into the net. First time was into the right. That second time right into the right, sneaks right into the right post. But the other time just kind of floated in there. RMU 2 long shots here right before the end of the half.
Yeah, we've just now hit stoppage time, which means we have hit the half. 3-1, a very exciting first half. 2 goals from Bella Benuto and another one from, I believe it was Miranda Schock for the Colonials. And then one for a Gannon player whose name, unfortunately, we do not know. But
welcome back, everyone, to RMU Soccer. We're going here to the second half between RMU and Gannon, as we switch sides now, and I believe the goaltenders has changed for RMU.
I do believe it's now Phoenix Cannon for the Colonials, and Matty Burns now playing out as like a midfielder for Gannon.
Oh, that's very interesting. But there's a quick opportunity there for RMU to try and get this score to 4, but couldn't opportunity off of Megan. Back to now they're just shuffling around here on the left side. Another punt right back in. Stymied there. Some nice midfield presence, some early presence here for RMU. As now Gannon's going to come back and thread the needle here on the counterattack. And RMU's going to stymie it, and now we're just chilling at midfield. As RMU's going to go right back onto their attack, and it's going to get stymied again by Gannon, and now pass back to number 20.
That is Julie Hay, who we saw a lot in the opening game of the year for the Colonials. Did a lot of plays back on that wing back position. And looks like that's where she'll be playing again here this afternoon, as I think I can finally say afternoons. I think it's past the 12 o'clock hour. I'm not entirely sure, though. Nope, it's
11:58.
Never mind. Almost afternoon. Soon enough, though. Colonials with a dangerous chance in front. Couldn't quite get it turned around. A good defensive effort there from I think it was number 7 for Gannon, who was able to deflect that one away right in front of the net mouth. That was a dangerous opportunity that nearly made it 4-1 RMU. But instead, it will be a corner opportunity, and I believe it is Megan McClemens, one of the co-captains, who will take the corner here for the Colonials. We'll see if anyone can find their end of it and punch it home to make it 4-1. As that ball is up, it is still loose in front, and Julie Hay picked it up, blocked away from a Gannon defender, and now Gannon's going to try and get it out. Said, though, they're going to hold it in. Hay over to McClemens. McClemens tries centering it, can't quite do so. Booted away from the Golden Knights. All the way back to the Colonials' defense, but just like that, they've picked it up and are on the attack once again. Strasnider in the shock. Flicked back around over the block, a high shot and up and over the net, I think. I think they hit the crossbar from the football uprights and then the crossbar for the soccer net.
That's very...
Don't know if I've ever seen that before.
That's interesting. Well, that happened.
Tell you what, that's a really accurate shot to fit it in between that gap.
Yeah, it's decided the accurate shot didn't find the back of the net.
Yeah, accurate in the wrong sense of the word, I guess, in that case. But McClemens will pick it up off the goal kick here. Streaking down the far side wing, seeing if she can turn the corner. Tries crossing it and deflected away briefly. Another opportunity is in for the Colonials. That is number 2, Danielle Wood, who got onto the end of the Megan McClemens cross. 4-1 now. Colonials, they got over the heads of a couple of defenders, and the last person back there was Danielle Wood. Able to bury it, makes it 4-1.
Yeah, this early pressure for RMU really has stumped Gannon, and now RMU has started only 3 minutes into this half, and they're up 4-1 now, and I feel like their lead can only go up higher.
Yeah, RMU's done a really good job of capitalizing on their opportunities here today. They've had a decent bit of chances, but when they've had them, they've put them home. And this is, I believe, the highest scoring goal total the Colonials have had in any game they've played this season. So, new offensive high for them in the final game, the home finale, and the season finale for the women's club soccer team. Strasnider drops it back to Gleason. Sends it up. It's picked up by Sarah Baca over to McClemens. Fires it way up there, looking for Schock. Able to get to the end of it. Schock with it now. Loses it, though, to the Gannon defender after a little bit of headway. And they'll take it the other way for the Gannon throw-in.
Yeah, Gannon, I feel like Gannon has to start finding some stuff to bring it back, because now they're going to be pressured for time. They've got 3-goal gap in only 36 minutes, so this is going to be really critical for them to try and find one here really soon.
Yeah, and we saw they've had their opportunities before. They know how to play the counterattack. They've had one shot go in. They've had one hit the crossbar. They've had a breakaway that missed just wide. They haven't not had opportunities. They've just not been able to capitalize on as many opportunities as the Colonials have had so far. Strasnider with a lot of open room to work on the left wing here. Taking it down with a little bit of pace, trying to get by the defender. Turns it in, tries to cross it, does so. Looked for Baca. Miranda Schock puts it home for the Colonials. 5-1. Phoenix Cannon's the goaltender, but wore number 5 earlier this year. Miranda Schock puts it home off the nice cross there. 5-1. Almost identical to the goal they just scored a few minutes before that, but on the near side as opposed to the far side.
Yeah, another pretty much playbook play, I guess you could say. Just a nice little pass to center, and then just a nice little tap in there for RMU. And now a 4-goal lead with 35 minutes. Again here trying to bring it upfield as they're, oh, little knockdown there. That's going to get whistled, and it's going to be a free kick for RMU. So it looks like McClellan's he's going to be taking this free kick. And she's going to punt it all in, but Gannon's going to stop it, and they're going to try and clear it out. That is instead going to be Gannon, but Gannon's going to intercept it. Number 9. You've seen her in these positions before. Oh, tripped up there, but she's going to keep possession of the ball. She's still trying to make a solo play, waiting for her other teammates to get back down, and RMU's still trying to stop her. Can't find the way to get her down and out, but eventually both of them are going to get knocked down, and RMU's going to come up with the ball.
Number 9 for Gannon there, who I'd argue has probably been one of their better players here today, and Julie Hay for the Colonials, battling very tough around the 10-yard line there. Ends up with both of them hitting the turf. But here comes Gannon trying to find some offensive pressure here. It is Maddie Burns for Gannon, who was formerly the RMU goaltender, finding the open space. Here comes number 18 for Gannon with the shot. It's in. Gets past Phoenix Cannon, and now it's a 5-2 ball game.
There's been 3 goals here in the first opening 10 minutes of this half, and that is not something you see a lot in soccer.
No, both defenses have kind of said, you know what, don't need to be out here today, as both offenses have come to play. 7 combined goals so far through only about, I'd say, 47, 48 minutes of play. Still 5-2, though, a Colonials lead.
Yeah, it just seems that both offenses are going to convert, but the defenses just can't find any value of what they're doing. But now RMU is going to hopefully find a strike back here as they tap all the way back to midfield. But there's some early pressure here again.
Yeah, Sarah Baca is going to drop it back to, I think it's Posviak. Kicks it back up to McClemens, looking to make something happen across the middle here. Makes one miss, can't make another miss though. As Gannon now will flip the script and try pushing the Colonials back a few yards here. Number 12 for the for Gannon, pushing it up. Not really to anyone in particular. Is Gleason's going to take this one all the way back. Drops over the Pozviak, who can't quite keep it in play. It'll be a throw in here for the Gannon Golden Knights, looking to potentially get another goal here to try and cut more into this deficit that they find themselves in. But it's McClemens with a lot of open space for Strasnider. Looking to make something happen. Feeds it back over to Baca. McClemens back trying to pick it up after the loose ball. Kicks it all the way over to Julie Hay. Tips it up to Emily Bailey, looking to advance the ball a bit farther here. Over the Strasnider, give and go, back to Bailey. She's got some pace, gonna make it happen. Here she goes. Only one person to beat there. Feeds it over to Bailey Allison with a low shot on goal that's going to be handled easily by the Gannon keeper, who I'd imagine when this one is said and done, if the score holds the way it is, not gonna be super thrilled with how this one shook out. Not really for their own volition, but just the sake of the 5 goals.
Yeah, and some of them aren't even her fault, but you know, sometimes you just can't help but say, well, how did that want to go in? And you gotta wonder, like, those long shots, you gotta wonder how that went in. But then again, the set plays that RMU's had, especially in this early first half of the second half. Sorry, it's so weird. But
yeah,
this
the early going of the second half, we'll say.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes here have been a lot of set plays from RMU, just nice little back and forths, and that's gonna be a corner.
Yeah, but I'll say, speaking of set plays, the Colonials with a rare corner kick opportunity. They've only had a couple so far this afternoon. Haven't converted on them yet, but maybe this is the time where they'll open it up to 6-2. We saw the D3 club hockey game a couple nights ago finish 6-4. At the rate we're going, we could end up with a similar score.
Yeah, but the 6-4 is a bit more reasonable for hockey, but for soccer, not so much.
Yeah, we'll see as this one is cleared in, not to anyone in particular, but the ball's going to find its way all the way back to McClemens, who will try it again. Tips it over to, I think that's Strasnider. Booted back in high. Gannon gets onto the end of it, clears it out to a non-dangerous area, but are not able to. Oh no, they are able to keep it in play. Nice hustle play there from Gannon to keep it in as they now work down the far sideline. Positive.
Dangerous.
Gets turned around by number 9 there, and now she goes. She's got Maddie Burns. Burns, the former RMU goalkeeper, trying to chase it down, but Strasnider's going to beat her to it. After seeing Maddie Burns play keeper a couple of games in a row here, it's interesting to not only see her be playing out as a forward, but also for the opposing team.
Yeah, it's definitely quirky in that sense, but
here comes Emily Bailey. A lot of open room to work with. If they can get to Baca, there's a ton of open field. Bailey tries getting around the corner, looking to make something happen. Potentially another opportunity here. Drives it in very deep. That one is going to go out of play for the corner kick, I believe. Yep, corner opportunity here. McClemens will be the corner taker once again for the Colonials. Looking to make something happen here. A good play, though, from the Golden Knights defense to hit that one away, as those deep crossing passes.
Don't think it's McClemens.
Oh, no, this time it is Sarah Baca who's going to be taking the first corner for her today. Baca boots it in, gets some height onto it. Emily Bailey found the end of it but couldn't get a shot off. Feeds it back over to Baca. Gannon's going to take it away, but then picked up by Julie Hay. Drops it back for Strasnider. Feeds it around. They're walking the line here with the defense. Moves it up to McClemens. Looking to make something happen with it here at the center of all the action here. Pushes it over all the way to Benuto, who's got 2 goals already today. Maybe a hat trick in the works here for Benuto if she can find some space. That one up off the fence, and no, it's going to stay in. I thought they were out to chase that one down the hill.
Oh.
But the fence saves that one just barely. Throw in here for the Colonials. Just under 30 to play in this one. McClemens boots it down to the center. Nothing really going. Floats it up, finds it to Sarah Baca, looking to make something happen in what will likely be her final game as a Colonial, as both her and McClemens are seniors for this team, and this is the season finale. Both have been integral members in the growth of that program over the years, and they've led them to quite a season so far this year, I'd say.
I haven't attended any of the women's club soccer games, but nothing for the best for both of those seniors, as I know McClemens is the president of the analytics club, so I'll be seeing her throughout the year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's one thing. Everyone around here, I feel like, is involved in multiple things at once. You know, you're like, oh, I do this, and also that. It's
Familiar faces.
Oh, yeah. In friendly places, as the kids like to say. Colonials dropping back. Posviak tries booting it all the way up. Finds Venuto. Shifts it over to Bailey Allison now. Trying to make something happen. Kicks it across. Long ball there from Gannon. Let's see if anyone can get to the end of it. It's going to be a hustle play, but Phoenix Gannon's going to pick it up from the net to boot it over to Rio Strasnider. Here comes Gannon on the attack once again, looking to potentially make this a 2-goal game. Long shot blocked away. And now Julie Hayes taking it for the Colonials. Wind whipping here at Joe Walton Stadium. Here come the Colonials on the attack. Emily Bailey on quite the run. Can they get the ball to her? Not quite, as Gannon boots that one well down the field. Strasnider does a good job to keep that one in play. We'll chase it back down to the corner. Light pressure being applied here from Gannon. Feeds it over to her defensive teammate, number 15, who I believe was playing for Gannon in the first half. That's not a number I recognize from earlier this game. Let me check who that is. Well, we don't have a 15 on the roster, so that's wonderful.
Well.
So, mystery person number 15 for the Colonials, I'll say. Gannon looking to throw it in here, trying to make something happen. I mean, when you're trailing 3 goals, Lance, you got to start taking some chances if you want to try and get back into this game here. And they just haven't really had a ton of offensive pressure outside of their second goal opportunity. I
agree, Alex. You have to, whenever you're down 3, especially in soccer, you've got to just find the grit to keep going and take those risks, take those chances that you know may not work, but if they do, you're going to find yourself potentially back into this game.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're the Colonials, being up 3 goals, you can really kind of sit back a little bit. You can't completely take your foot off the gas, but you don't have to force the issue if it's not there because you've got some buffer room to work with. But you can't get too lazy in your own end, otherwise the other team can start storming back in a hurry.
Yeah, like an example here, club hockey on Friday, RMU had a 6-2 lead about with 5 minutes left to play, and this final score was 6-4, so you really had, whenever you really got worried there, you're like, don't throw the game.
Yeah, for sure. And this will that's definitely a testament to how both teams can play, especially in hockey where those leads are so dangerous. As here comes Bailey Allison for the Colonials with some open space, trying to make something happen, bounces it off the defender and out. Another corner opportunity for the Colonials. After having basically no corner kicks in the first half, they've had quite their fair share here in the opening 15 minutes of half number 2.
Yeah, RMU's been having a lot of opportunities, and this one's going to be McClemens this time around.
Tell you what, we'll see if they can convert them. At the end of the day, the more corner kicks you have, the more likely you are you're going to convert on one of them. Maybe this is the one for him. As McClellan looks to boost it in. That one up, very nicely centered. No one can get onto the end of it, though. A little too high there, I think, for Emily Bailey. Taken away, though, off into the side of the netting. That was Bailey Allison for the Colonials, just hitting the side of the net. Good follow-up chance there, just could not quite get it turned left enough to find the inside of the post.
Yeah, I mean, again, corner kicks are very dangerous for even in the professional level of soccer, but at any level, corner kicks are always very dangerous.
Baca feeds it over to Julie Hay. Julie Hay with a lot of room to work now. Takes it deep into the zone, looking to make something happen, trying to cross it back over. Feeds it over to Emily Bailey, shot blocked away, rebound opportunity, finds it to Bailey Allison, driving in deep, can't make anything happen. McClemens with the shot just wide. A lot of pressure there from the Colonials. Honestly, a shocker that one didn't find the back of the net.
Yeah, what I'm thinking happened, it got deflected here by a Gannon player because this is a corner again. So it must have gotten deflected there up front, which led to this corner kick that McClemens is going to take.
Even with the deflection, didn't miss by much as McClemens will once again try from the corner. A lot of sustained pressure here from the Colonials in the second half. They've had the time of possession advantage all game, I'd say, but especially here in half number 2 is Gannon just trying to do anything to get it out here. Chasing it back down is Julie Hay. And this is where the fresh legs we were talking about there, you can really start to see it now after about, nearly 60 minutes of play.
Yeah, whenever you're running around for about an hour, you really start feeling fatigued, and soccer is definitely a taxing sport on the legs.
And the lungs.
And the lungs, yeah. Running around is definitely not easy. I can say that because
Yeah.
I used
Long
to run.
shot there from Gannon, stopped away there from Phoenix. Had a nice job to get in front of that one. It was a deceptively strong shot from about 15 yards out. But yeah, no. Fun fact, I've got asthma, so I tried playing soccer once. I nearly died afterwards, and I never bothered to try playing again. Love watching it, can't play for to save my life. As Gannon tries to get it up. Bit of a scrum there for it, and now Hayes going to clear it out up to Bailey, who's got some room to work on the near side wing. Looking to potentially cross it in. They've got Baca and Bailey Allison across the middle, and Benuto looking for the hat trick, but that one is going to go out of play, I believe, for yet another near side corner kick.
Well, you know, want McClemmons or not, that's the big decision they're trying to make, and they're going to keep her in the middle.
Yeah, it's going to be Emily Bailey, who I think is making their first attempt to corner it in. There's been a couple of good opportunities for the Colonials. Nothing found its way in yet. Bailey with the short kick to Hay. Maybe they're going to try from a different angle. Hay with the crosser. Oh, just missed the far post. That nearly went in.
Yeah, that was a really nice opportunity there for RMU. Just couldn't find the correct angle to get that in. Yeah, it is cold.
I tell you what, this is a labor of love out here today, because I think everyone here is a part of the RMU Club Sports production crew. Little chilly up here as the sun keeps inching closer to us, but hasn't quite reached us first. I think it's going to hit us by like the time the game's over, which is just brutal.
Brutal.
So, the Gannon Golden Knights trying to work it up here, going on that far side wing.
Oh, and there's
couldn't quite keep it in, and they know they had an opportunity there, because there just would have been yards of open field. I nearly said miles, but that's not entirely how that would work.
Definitely not.
Pozviak to throw it in. Will chuck it deep. Tries to get up to Bailey Allison. Can't quite do so. A little too far, actually. That one, another Colonial throw in. This one will be thrown in from the multi-goal scorer for the Colonials today, Benuto. Over to Allison. Working their way inside. Low roller picked up by the Gannon goalkeeper. We have entered the final, I know, there's not necessarily quarters in soccer, but we've hit the final corner of the time as we've eclipsed basically the 20-minute mark of our 80 minutes of scheduled play today, as this wind has hilariously picked up, as McClemmon's now trying to drive it down the wing. Over to Baca. Picked up by the Colonials on the attack once again. Rolling around now. Here comes Gannon the other way. It's Maddie Burns over to number 12 for Gannon. Back to Burns, deflected away. That one floating high. Gleason can't get onto the end of it. Here comes Gannon on the attack. They're able to take it away. Looking to make something happen. Can't quite get the shot off, though. Gleason able to stay tight defensively and keep that one in. But I do believe that might be a corner? Yep, corner kick opportunity for the Golden Knights. Looking to make it 5-3, which would still be an incredibly high-scoring game.
Yeah, I definitely think Gannon can really capitalize off this, and if they do, then RMU's got to start blinking here and being like, well, we got to start focusing a bit more, but that's stymied by McClemmons.
Yeah, she was able to get that one away pretty easily, and now here comes Benuto. Up to McClemmons, trying to take it down the far side. Got Bailey Allison up ahead. Feeds the pass to her, and now it's a one-on-one going back. Can she win it? She does. She gets it through the legs. Here she goes now. She's got Emily Bailey on the near side as well. Shot deflected away at the last second by the Gannon defense. The last person back able to tip that one out. Yet another corner kick opportunity, as the Colonials are making a host of subs now. 4 people on, 4 people off, including Misland and Danielle Wood, and one of the goal scorers. Another goal scorer also coming on was Miranda Schock, but it looks like she's playing more of a defensive role here. Meanwhile, people subbing off, Baca and McClemmons, the 2 seniors. What might have been their final minutes of their collegiate careers, although I'd imagine they might sub them in right at the end. But definitely a great game for the both of them. Here comes the cross. With a lot of speed right. Oh, just across the net mouth. No one was able to get to the end of it. Danielle Wood had a prime opportunity at the goalpost. Just could not get it to go. And now it'll be another Colonial throw-in, I believe. I think they were saying it went off again, the fender in front, but a really, really strong crossing opportunity. I think that might have been Julie Hay from the far side. That one picked up by the Gannon keeper. Another save for their total today, which is, even with the 5 goals allowed, still getting pretty up there, as the Colonials have had quite a few shots this afternoon. Looking to kick it back up here. I still think there's time for Gannon to get back in. If they can get a goal within the next couple minutes here, there is certainly a possibility that something crazy could happen. As Burns is going to boot that one up, but it's going to be intercepted by Pozviak. Tell you what, number 9 for Gannon, I got to figure out who their name is. They have been all over the pitch today, now trying to outrun the entire defense. Tries to cut in, just deflected away at the last second. But now Gannon on the attack. Can't quite hold on to it there. It's Benuto. Benuto looking to do something. Takes it up the far side wing. Still going with it. Still going with it. They're on their horse now, trying to make something happen. Long shot hits the outside of the net. Good opportunity there. You can tell they're looking for that hat trick goal. They're looking for number 3.
Yeah, I mean, always nice to get a hat trick, but a lot of people don't ever get those in their career, so you would want that. It's a nice little
there's a reason they're rare, that's for sure. It's no easy feat, and right now Bella Venuto 1 goal away from potentially doing so. Especially in soccer. I mean, it's that much harder. I mean, it's hard enough in a game like hockey, but soccer even more so when the defense is usually a lot more stifling. As Julie Hay trying to cross it inside, couldn't quite do so. Emily Bailey able to pick it up for a second, but Gannon will kick that one out to the sideline. RMU having to regroup and potentially try again for another attack. It'll be one of the goal scorers there. I think that's Miranda Schock. Over to Bailey. Drops it back to Julie Hay. Trying to make something happen. Loses the ball, though. Got a little too fancy with it that time. Gannon pushing it up. It's a 2-on-3 attack. Now make it 2-on-4 with the next Colonial back. Finds the open person. Tries to get it across the center. Gets by one, now with some open room. They got something on the far wing developing. Crosses it to the middle. Long shot up and over, and it's in. Number 9 with the goal for Gannon. I think that might be number 2 on the day for him. But that is a goal for the Gannon Golden Knights, which will make the score 5-3 for what will be potentially a very interesting final 15 minutes here, Lance. Is all of a sudden that gap that was 5-1, 15, 20 minutes ago, looks suddenly very surmountable.
Yeah, 2 goals in 15 minutes is definitely possible in any
they just
sport.
did it.
Yeah.
They just had 2 in 15. If they do it again, all of a sudden we're looking at a 5-5 tie, which would just be insane. So the Colonials got to really kind of wake up and start playing some defense again here, as that counterattack from Gannon really coming into effect with the 2 most recent goals here. Emily Bailey trying to cross it in now. Long shot opportunity, just misses the far post. Trying to get one right back on the board.
Yeah, either RMU's got to find another goal here, or they're going to have to solve the defensives there. Call some reinforcements, and Gannon's got a chance here with only 14 minutes left to play.
Our running theory of this matching the score from the D3 hockey game the other night, surprising to say the least, because I never would have bet that the score would have gone this high, but both teams' offenses have been in full effect here today. And we still might hit double digits for combined goals. Oh, bit of a tough break there, but everyone seems to be okay and still moving along. Long pass there, picked off by Pozniak. Header. There's a battle for it right around midfield. Gannon's going to end up victorious there, trying to take it down the far side. They're leaning on each other a little bit, and the defense for the Colonials able to clear that one out of bounds, get a quick breather, and have Gannon force the reset with the throw-in. Here come the Golden Knights again. They're definitely pushing. They know they can potentially do it. A long shot, and it's in! Number 9 once again for Gannon. It's 5-4. Don't blink now, but all of a sudden, the Colonials could be in trouble here, Lance.
Yeah, 2 goals, again, quick. Only took about 3 minutes for them to find the momentum, and now it's only a 1-goal gap with only about 13 minutes, Alex. This is very dangerous if you're RMU. and here come the subs.
I'm about to say, Baca and McClemens coming back on, trying to stabilize the ship a little bit as their team has conceded the last 3 goals, 2 in the past 3 minutes. That lead they've built up coming in handy at the moment because they've needed every goal of it at the moment.
Yeah, it's starting to get dangerous here.
We are getting down to the final couple minutes here at Joe Walton Stadium, and despite the weather, it has been some hot action on the field. 9 goals between the two teams. Not even sure which way this is going to go just yet, as Gannon definitely, with all the momentum, they're the ones running downhill right now. Julie Hay gets tripped up there, and it'll be a free kick opportunity for the Colonials. A needed one to try and get a set play, because as you've mentioned, Lance, the set plays have certainly worked in favor of RMU thus far with those nice crossing passes.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need a set play here in order to calm down this Gannon offense. It is very dangerous here for RMU. They have got no offensive momentum. They need to find something here or solve the defenses, like I said. But then again, number 9 is always just threading the needle of RMU.
Yeah, I got to say, I wish we had the Gannon roster at the moment. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but we got it. Well, if we can figure out the names, folks, we will let you know, because they've been having themselves one heck of the game, and we will try and give them credit if we can. Meanwhile, the Colonials trying to do something here across the center of the field, but that's going to be a turnover, and now they're battling for it. Hay tries to get in there, can't quite do so. Chipped up to Sarah Bacher. Oh, no, that's Misland who's picked up the ball. Here come Gannon once again. Booted up and away from one of the goal scorers today, Miranda Shock, over to Baca. Back over to McClemens, who will have to retreat a little bit to chase it. McClemens taking it down the far side. Gets by a defender, now with some open room. Has got Baca going up as well. Tries passing it to her, can't quite get it. Now here comes the counter-attack for Gannon. It's 3-on-4. Good numbers going the other way. Can't quite make the pass, though. Gannon trying to make something happen. They're looking for that equalizer. That ain't going to be it, though. Tell you what, it's got my blood pressure up a little bit, man. I feel the blood flowing again all of a sudden. This is...
You do. I don't.
It's getting dicey out here. Emily Bailey feeds it up to Julie Hay. Tries to do the give and go. Can't quite do it. Cut off nicely from the defender. Eventually is able to find Bailey back on the left side wing. With some room to run. Tries cutting it back. Looking for the middle. Can't quite make anything happen. It'll be cleared away from Gannon, but it's deflected by one of the defenders. It's right in front there. Danielle Wood on it. Next to McClemens. Mislin with the long shot saved by the keeper. 10 minutes to go here in the second half, plus any stoppage time we might have, but not much time left for Gannon to find the equalizer or for RMU to lock it down defensively. Is that one chasing down the far side wing for the Gannon Golden Knights. Strasnider looks to make something happen, trying to get it away. Up to McClemens. McClemens launching it deep. Gannon's defensive line's all over it, though. And now they're moving it forward, trying to make something happen. Here comes number 9 for Gannon, flying in with a head of steam. She's got a step with the shot, and it's in! Oh, my goodness. It is 5-5. 4 straight goals for the Gannon Golden Knights.
I'll tell you what, Alex, this is definitely uncalled for. You didn't really expect that. Is that a hat trick for number 9?
I believe it is.
That is 3 goals straight from number 9 and a hat trick in quite possibly 6 minutes. I think that might be a record.
It was certainly something, that's for sure. And a lot of shocked faces there on the Colonial side, trying to figure out what just happened, trying to figure out the name of the truck that just hit him. But either way, we have a tie game now with less than 10 to go. And if the urgency hadn't kicked in yet for the Colonials, they better do it now, because now they're not in danger of losing the lead. Now they're in danger of going behind. As that crossing shot bobbled a little bit from the keeper, but able to be held on to. I think they were looking for a crossing pass across the middle to either Baca or Hay, but couldn't quite get it to him.
Don't tell me we have overtime in soccer, right?
No, there will be a draw if that is the case.
That's boring. We need something. I always like having a winner.
Well, you know, each sport's got its own rules. So here comes Gannon on the attack, a one-on-one attack here. Cleared away, another opportunity, but it's a loose ball. Another shot just misses wide. That could have been 4 in a row for number 9 for Gannon, and it would have been 5 in a row for Gannon as a team. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is getting interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Alex, this is, if you're an RMU fan or even just someone who's watching this stream, I'd be shaking my boots right now.
tell you what, if Gannon does come back to pull off this win, not only would they do a 5-goal turnaround to win this game, but in addition, they'd also be doing it shorthanded, borrowing a couple of Colonials players.
Yeah, that's very impressive. The chemistry must have clicked. And we said they might be fatigued, but they don't look fatigued at all right now.
That one hit away from Phoenix Cannon. A great stop there to punch that one away from the net mouth. Now the Colonials trying to counterattack, but not able to hold on to the ball. Gleason had hunted it down for a moment. McClemens was on the defense there. Now Strasnyder's going to chase it back to the corner to pick it up. That one going to be out of bounds, either for a goal kick or a corner. I'm not sure what the ref called. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick, I believe.
Oh, boy. Dangerous again.
Another dangerous opportunity. We haven't seen Gannon score on the corner yet, but you know, with any corner kick, those can be dangerous opportunities if you execute.
Don't jinx RMU here.
Hey, I try and be a neutral party here, Lance. You know, I try to make this an exciting game for both teams, and they have done so far today with 10 combined goals, 5 for each side. As that one clears everyone in front of the net, we'll go out to the other side and be a throw-in for RMU. Time ticking down, less than 7 minutes to go now. If both teams are trying to look for the win, they got to find it soon. Otherwise, it will end in a 5-5 draw. Colonials trying to clear it out. McClemens on it for RMU over the hay. Looking to make something happen down the near side wing. Kicks it up to Emily Bailey. Bailey taking it across the middle. Finds the open teammate in Gleason. Gleason charging up midfield. Kicks it over to Hay near the left side. Can't keep it in, though. Throw in Gannon. It'll be Matty Burns for Gannon, the former RMU goalkeeper, who I'm sure the Colonials might want to have in net right now, as they've allowed 4 goals here in the second half. Bailey steals it away. Over to Hay. Cleared out. Picked up by Gleason. Gleason dropping it back for her teammate, but it's taken away from the Golden Knights. Golden Knights on the attack now. They're looking to make something happen. Cleared away nicely.
That's going down the hill.
And that is up and off the bench and in front of the bench.
I
did not lose the ball.
I thought that was going down the hill.
It's not unheard of, especially when they have lacrosse up here to launch lacrosse balls over the fence down the hill toward the cars below. But not today for the soccer ball, as that one was saved by the bench. Gannon throws it in.
Dare I say it was saved by the wind, too.
Possibly, as they're pushing for a potential game-winning goal here. 5 minutes to go now, trying to find that last one. They've gotten the 4. They've gone from 5-1 to 5-5. Can they find one more goal to go ahead, or can the Colonials collect themselves, pick up one more goal, and hold on with a very dicey win after it looked like a surefire thing just 30 minutes ago? Colonials on the attack, taking it across midfield. Baca loses it. Here come the Colonials now, or here come the Golden Knights now on the attack. They've got some numbers back. Kicks it over to the hot foot right now, number 9. Blocked away by 2 Colonials. A good defensive play. Burns tries to make the pass. Can't do it. Colonials kick it out to the side, but it's going to stay in play here for the Golden Knights. Nope, they let it roll off for the throw-in. Thrown in. Defense hounding the offensive players for Gannon. Baca just tries booting it away and is able to do so. Julie Hay all over. It's got a bit of room to rumble now. Gets by 2 defenders. Punts it up. Can Emma Bailey get to the end of it? She's got the fresher legs. She's got a ton of room in front of her. This could be the moment for the Colonials to retake the lead. Bailey in on goal. Kicks it over to her teammate. Danielle Wood puts it home. It's offsides! It's offsides!
Oh, wow.
That was an offsides call. Danielle Wood just a little too eager. That was the moment for the Colonials. Squandered.
Saving grace there for Golden Knights, as they are just so lucky that that was just a tad wee bit offside.
That might be the moment of this match here if this game ends 5-5. The Colonials all but buried it. They had the 2-on-0. They put it in the back of the net. But they were offsides. And now they got to see to find if they can do it again. They may not get an opportunity that good for the rest of the game. 3 minutes to play. Bailey throws it in the Baca. Baca over to Hay. Hay takes it down the near side wing, driving it in deep. Goes for the cross, floats it up. It's right there. Danielle Wood does it in. I think that's in. Is that a goal? That is.
That is?
There was contact with the goalkeeper, but they're going to mark it a goal. Danielle Wood, vengeance after the offside call just a moment ago. 6-5 RMU. What a game.
Finally, RMU finds a way to shut down this Gannon momentum, but I've got 100% certainty that Gannon's going to try and go fast on this. They've got less than 2.5 minutes now.
Yeah, we've seen that they have the speed to make something happen in a hurry. We've seen them score 2 goals in 3 minutes. They only have about 2 plus whatever stoppage time the ref may have added on, which might be a little bit given the amount of goals that have been scored. But either way, they'll have to find something in a hurry here. The pressure now onto the Golden Knights. After 4 straight goals from them, the Colonials retake the lead 6-5, battling for it around the 40-yard line. It's kicked up from Gannon. There's some open space there, but Strasnyder's back for the Colonials. Looking to clear it away. Gets it up to Danielle Wood, the most recent goal scorer, I think her second of the game. Back to Strasnyder now, who will just boot that one up to the other team. And here come Gannon. Some open room to work with. Colonials converging in on defense, able to clear it away momentarily. But the pressure's not over yet. Long shot, just misses wide. I want to say that may have been deflected.
I'm not entirely sure, Alex. I think this might be a goalie kick here for RMU. I think it wasn't deflected. I think it was just a bit of a curve. But
either way, they got to go hunt that ball down all the way at the back of the field here, which will burn a little bit more time off the clock.
Yeah, but that also burns some more right onto the extra time.
That is true. The ref will likely add a little bit of time back in for stoppage time here as Phoenix Cannon looking to boot this one away, trying to secure the RMU victory over the Shock. Gets it up, but number 9 for Gannon's all over it. Wind howling here at JWS as that ball into the middle, cleared away temporarily. Gannon with another opportunity, a floater of a shot picked up by the goalkeeper. RMU just trying to hold on at this point here. They thought they had it in the bag. All of a sudden, it got super close, super quick. And that'll do it. The ref has blown the whistle. Game over.
Yeah, wow, that was quite the thing, Alex. I don't know how RMU was able to find that last goal with quite literally no time left on the clock, but RMU will come out with this one 6-5 in the frozen tundra, I guess you could say, for us. For them, they're probably sweating.
I'm sure they are, but up here in the booth, I'm sweating but through the way of just how close the game was. I'm still freezing, but it got dicey, and now both teams gonna do a little end game handshake here, I think. But overall, what a game we had here. Valiant effort from both squads. I mean, on one hand, you know, you had 11 goals combined, 6 and 5. A great offensive effort from both teams. On the other hand, like, with the way that second half went, I really thought the Colonials were about to give it away.
I thought that as well. I felt like Gannon had so much momentum going into those last 10 minutes that they could have taken it. But Gannon just couldn't find that last goal and gave up that last one. So 6-5 RMU as they now clear the field. But thank you all for watching.
Yeah. Who's your MVP today?
My MVP, number 9 from Gannon.
Yeah,
I think
it's hard not to be.
It's hard not to be. She's got a hat trick. She kept the pressure on RMU almost the entire game. Couldn't find anything in the first half, but that second half she was there, especially in that 6-minute gap where she just scored 3 goals. So yeah, that's a goal every 2 minutes.
Sorry, that's what I'm saying. For RMU, I would say probably Benuto and Danielle Wood, both double goal scorers here for RMU today. Valiant effort from both sides. That's going to do it for us today here at the Joe Walton Stadium. Thank you for tuning in to watch some women's club soccer, RMU versus Gannon. That'll end the season, so congratulations to all the seniors from this team. We wish you the best in whatever may come next for you beyond RMU club soccer. But for Lance Axton, I've been Alex Gagnon. Thanks for tuning in on this chilly Sunday morning, and we will catch you next time.